Hi guys, welcome to another A1 video walk round. This time we have this lovely BMW X1. Okay, let me just, before we have a look around the car, just tell you how it's going to work. We've got the lovely Samantha behind the camera. Say hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Ah, very clever. See what you did there. So Samantha will take you around the outside of the car. I will talk to you about it as we go round. Then we'll have a look at the features inside, go inside the car, go for a quick drive, and then there'll be a couple of minutes at the end just to show you what we give away as an RAC approved dealer, warranties, finance packages, all that kind of shizzle. Groovy. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, let's do this. So this is a BMW X1. It's a 2-litre Euro 6 diesel, so you don't have to pay Sadiq Khan a penny. No one wants to do that today.
No.
This is the 1.8D xLine version, automatic, 2-wheel drive sDrive, which, you know, if you're not using 4-wheel drive, it's pretty pointless. You carry around a heavy 4-wheel drive system. You know, they do go wrong occasionally. You get less fuel economy out of them. And if you're not using them, just go for a 2-wheel drive. Much more simple, much less to go wrong. As you can see from the outside, it's in beautiful condition, Samantha.
It is.
Do you know what I also like?
What do you like?
Our detailer's been at work at this. This is feeling beautiful. Smoother than a baby's bum. All the wheels have just been redone in gloss black because they were a little scuffy, if I'm being honest. Don't think we've done anything else on it, have we?
No, I don't think we have. Haven't needed to.
This is a one-owner vehicle. It is currently sitting on about 54,000 miles. The last service is, I think it's had 2 before, and we're just doing the 3rd.
Yeah.
These run on long life servicing, so you can get a couple of years, 20-odd thousand miles out of a service. But we will do it a bit early. It's not due yet, but we'll do it before it goes. Obviously, it'll go with brand new MOT. The other thing I like about this, for a big luxury car, how much to tax, Matt?
Ooh, go on, tell me.
Well, you think it would be expensive.
You would? Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't think it was going to be like 11 or 12 quid a month, would you?
No.
But it's £130 a year, Sam.
Oh, that's good.
£130 a year.
That is good.
It's cheap. Right, should we go inside?
Yes.
I don't know, before we do, I haven't got to point out any damage, have I? Because I've looked around this before, and there really, I don't think, is any damage. The only thing we've done, actually, is there are some chips on the screen, which we've had repaired this morning. So that's good to go.
Other than that?
That's about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, should we go inside?
Yeah.
Pause there for us. Samantha, this is what the car's all about, the power unit here. This is the 2-litre diesel. Interestingly, it says twin power turbo, but it's not a twin turbo, it's a single turbo, but it gives you 2 lots of power, one from the turbo, one from the engine. Who knows what these Germans go on about. Anyway, I digress. Lovely and clean under here, because our detailer's been at it. Excellent engines. Right, let's have a look. Duck your head in there, Samantha, please. Black Napa leather, height adjustable seats both sides. You know what surprised me about this X1, this new shape X1? Let me go on the other side, you stay there. I can't believe how big they are inside.
Lots of
I
room.
mean, they've got a lot of room. Not just in the boot, but in here as well. I'm a big lad. You know, that seat's probably near enough in my driving position. You might want to go back a little bit, but blimey, you could get 5 adults in here, no problem. What I quite like as well about German cars is they just over-engineer stuff. You know, why just have a couple of cup holders when you can have a funny release thing on them? Why not? LED lights up here, front and back. I like this. If you've got a little kid that keeps kicking your thing, A, as a parent, you should stop them. they've got to have boundaries, you know, these children. But B, they don't keep kicking you in the back because there's a big solid bit on here. Okay, let's have a look in the boots. I mean, why bother using your own hand to open a boot? It seems futile, doesn't it?
It does.
It seems very 2010. Lots of room. Sorry, just wait for that lorry to go past. They don't understand we're doing videos, do they?
No.
Very selfish. Okay, under here, a lot more room. I mean, a lot more room. It's like another boot under there. That's your tyre foam, in case you get in trouble with the tyre. These are run flats on here as well, so there's a secondary option of the tyre foam on there. And your first aid kit. Fan dabby dozy. Okay, I'll tell you what we might do actually. We might just press that and
Oh, would you look at that?
I'll tell you. Right, Sam.
Hello.
Hi. Where are you? God, you're a long way away.
I am.
What are you doing all the way back there? Oh, that's the engine of the boot. Got you. Got you. Do you know what? We need to do our body measurement.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
So we always, when we get a car with a big boot, is how many bodies do we reckon we'd get in here?
We'd get a good few in here, wouldn't you?
You'd get 9 or 10 bodies.
Yeah, I was going to say about 10.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and you could probably stuff a couple of small ones in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice bit of PC boot measuring.
Yeah, love that.
Isofix seats in the back as well, if you've got very small children. Okay. Here's the thing, right? What do I need this back? I probably need it back to there.
So had lots more room.
A lot of room. And you ain't gonna get that many people bigger than me driving the car, are you?
No.
Right. Okay. So, electric boot release, electric wing mirrors, electric windows, auto lights, cruise control, flappy paddles if you want to change gear that way, auto wipers, we've got Bluetooth music streaming, we've got heated, in fact, let's have that over here.
Yeah.
Let's have it. Let me turn this on a second. Okay, so servicing 5,000 miles, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so we've got 50, hang on, let's zoom. 54,543. Right, okay, so let's just turn that aircon down. So we've got dual zone climate control with heated seats. We have the auto gear shifter here. We can change the mode, sports mode. You've got traction control, parking sensors on or off. I believe we've got all of the gear on here. Got nav. We've got front and rear parking. We've got DAB. Right, you can have that back actually. Yeah. DAB, Bluetooth music streaming, hands free. Anti-dazzle mirror. Quite a lot of stuff.
It is.
I think I've said enough though, haven't I?
I think so.
Should be quiet.
Yeah.
Should go for a drive.
Yeah.
Okay guys, we're going to just take you for a quick spin. I really think these X1s are superb. Everyone thinks they're quite a small car, they're not. Although they're not particularly long, they find cabin space and boot space very nicely because they're just a little bit higher than a standard car. But they drive really well. They handle superb. And this particular model doesn't have super low profile tyres, and it doesn't have the real firm M Sport suspension on, so it rides the bumps really well. And talking about riding bumps very well, we're about to go down the bumpiest road known to man, so you'll see how much I'm getting buffered about. It's not too bad. X1, good points. Room, drivability, gearbox, engine, very reliable. and smooth to drive, certainly at high speeds. I'm just going to pull out onto a slightly faster road now, and then I'm going to give it some beans to see how fast this bad boy will accelerate. Okay, well that's 50, and that's 60. So, you know, it's certainly got enough pep under the engine. Love these auto gearboxes from BMW. You can change them manually if you want as well. I just think these are a really practical car. I think probably I prefer this over the Q3. I just think there's a bit more room in these, Sam, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
And I think if you're buying this type of vehicle, you probably want a bit more room. And I like the Q3, but I think I like this better. I think I actually prefer the styling on this as well. Do you know, Q3's been around a little while.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it has.
And this new model X1, it's a nicer interior, there's better layout. It certainly looks more modern inside, and I think the outside looks a bit more muscular. Yeah. Whereas the Q3's sort of a bubbly, effeminate shape.
It is. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. In terms of specification, really high spec car. There's not an awful lot else you'd want on this vehicle. This particular car has been pretty well looked after, actually. There's some really nice condition inside and out. Very few marks here or there. I'd say the worst bit is a couple of chips on the screen, really, that we've had done. Handling wise, BMW's always handle well, and as I chuck it around this roundabout, very, very flat. But accepting of the bumps quite well, which can sometimes be a moan of BMWs, especially the M Sport models, especially if they're running very low profile tyres and big wheels. But this doesn't suffer with that, and we're sort of cruising along now at 50. Exactly, it's very quiet indeed. Cabin's very good. Comfy view, Sam?
Very comfy, yeah, very comfy, lots of space.
Seats quite supportive. Yeah. I've driven so many thousands of cars, tens of thousands of cars. You can always tell quite instantly if a car's been driven hard or it's had a hard life, the mileage it's done. And we got this directly off the chap who'd owned it from new, and he said he basically used it mainly for work meetings and stuff. Did a lot of motorway driving and A-road driving, and that's why it's, you know, racked up this many miles. But my point being is, if a car had done this amount of miles around town, it would feel a lot looser, it wouldn't feel as tight to drive as this one. The suspension, steering and gearbox are really, really tight. The engine power delivery is really, really good, and yeah, you can tell it's been driven carefully. It's not been abused, which is what we don't want in a car. So I think we're sort of coming towards the end of the drive, really. I don't think I've got much more to add. Samantha?
No, just thanks for watching.
Oh yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and there'll be a couple of minutes stitched onto the end of this. Well worth watching to see what we give away. Take care. Bye bye. Hi guys, well, I hope you've enjoyed our video so far, and you've enjoyed looking around the vehicle and going for a little drive with me and Sam. So we just want to go through a few bits and pieces just to tie everything up and give you all the information about buying a car from A1 Car Search. So firstly, we are an RAC approved dealer. That means you get a lot of extra stuff when you buy the car through us, but mainly it means that the car's gone through the RAC approved inspection scheme, which means our workshop here has rigorously gone through the vehicle and make sure that, you know, if the brakes are less than 40%, we've changed them. If the tyres are less than 3 or 4 mil, we've changed them, so forth. And we do that across the car so that it makes sure that you get a vehicle in superb condition, that you haven't got to go, you know, a couple of 100 yards down the road and change the brakes. We make sure that the vehicles are up to their exacting standards, and we get inspected about 6 times a year by the RAC to make sure that we're doing our job properly. You'll also get a free RAC warranty with the vehicle. Generally, most of our vehicles are fairly new, so they're getting covered by the Platinum warranty, which is about as good as warranty as I've seen in 25 years in the business. That's why we use it, and that's why all the customers that trust us to make sure we've made the right choice in our choice of warranty company and our partnership with the RAC. You can extend the 6-month cover that we give away to 3 years, either 24 or 36 months total coverage. This also ups the warranty claim limit from £1,000 to £4,000, but on any of the policies, there's no limit to how many claims you can make. So that sort of covers that. You do also get a year's free breakdown cover, which you can register. That's your own choice. That comes with every vehicle that we sell. We also put a brand new MOT on the vehicle. All vehicles are serviced as required, and certainly if the vehicle is within 4 months or 4,000 miles of requiring a service, we'll do it early. All the vehicles come with 2 keys. We also do really great finance deals. So if the car's under 5 years old, it can be done on the PCP scheme, which is a bit like a lease with an option to buy at the end. That can make the payments really manageable. Or you can just do it on a straight HP deal, 1 to 5 years. APRs at the moment are somewhere between 6 and 8%. It depends how much you're borrowing and over how long. It also does depend on you having an excellent credit rating. If your credit isn't, as what they now say, excellent, then it can go up 1% or 2% depending on your credit profile. As you'll see from our videos, our cars all look fantastic, and that's because we do something that really a lot of other car dealers, whether they be main dealers or even top-end independents, don't do. We do a full detail on the car, which is like a super posh valet. It takes about 7 or 8 hours for our guys just to do one car, but they'll go through the entire vehicle, wet vac all the headlinings, carpets, treat leathers, wet vac seats, boots, under the bonnet. They will cut back all of the paintwork and then machine polish the outside as well, so that when you see the vehicles, they're fantastic. And obviously we've prepped the vehicles for marks and bits and pieces like that. So actually when most people, I think probably 95% of people who come here and look at a car via a video, just come and buy it because they're not disappointed when they turn up by the condition of the vehicle. Well, our main part of our business is actually car sourcing. So my customers have stayed with me for, oh God, how long have we been going now? About 15 or 16 years. And they keep coming back because we're able to find whatever car or van they require for their personal or business use. We do both new and used vehicles, but we predominantly sort of specialise up to about 5 years old. We don't tend to go too much older than that, unless it's a classic or something like that I want to get involved with. We will do those, but we'll find you whatever make or model if I would buy it myself. So there are certain cars that I've been asked for that we just wouldn't supply because we don't think they're very good. And in that case, we will help you through, see what you need from a vehicle and suggest some cars to you. We do this a lot for a lot of customers actually, where they're not quite sure what they want. There's lots of choice out there, so they take our advice and we'll send them vehicles that we think, after really we go through a fact find of what they need, what they're going to spend, what they use in the vehicle and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's I think all that I need to cover. Thank you for watching the video, and hopefully we'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.